published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see the got go retrieve it, short, small. When that's from Cali, but the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
Miami has a Dolphins, the greatest football team.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Motion man is Shakir. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Cook again. Oh, what a move. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Check smash! Check smash!
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. To about the 35, second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to step up and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
70 range, 70 range.
Now back to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The Dolphins 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the ring with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through their entire defense.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines? You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. He's got room to roam. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A nice throw from the third-round pick. It gets him a first down.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll run, Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. Still on his feet. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, 60 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, He thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
But you look at this defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Allen going to run with it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, 22.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. Still going. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen now looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Second and a couple. They'll set up to throw. He'll dump this off to Uchin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it through. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
Hold the stick. Not saying 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have regained the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd down and 8. Allen going to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Yeah, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
86 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam. Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Khalil Shakir. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll work the middle here with Wright. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. So give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ready?
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's right. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up the 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready?
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Ready?
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyler Conklin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Setting up the screen for Cook. And shedding a man at the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
19 Cardinal, 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This is taken at about the 14. A beautiful fake. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
42. Bills 24. Jason Sanders to kick off.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Bills.
Allen.
First down.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. at the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen. Cook makes the catch on the out route. So they'll get nothing on that play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36.
And the Bills.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Now Allen again. Allen going to run with it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got a more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Allen now on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Bills 31. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's good for a Dolphins
Check
first
the
down.
Eagle. Come 19. Come
First and
19.
10 at the 47.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Ready, set. Tag. Viking 18.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Mustang 19 Tiger, 19 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Ready. 70, 60, Bobcat. 70.
Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 23-yard run. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Dolphins 49, Bills 31. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Recovered by the offense.
Allen now looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hold it ready.
10 at the 28-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Running left, Achane. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
60 Bison.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Finding Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
And the Bills' 1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Bills' 1st down.
Throwing, Allen. Staying on his feet.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Allen. That is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Miami, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch